So, Jairus brought Jesus to the scene, and while Jesus was going to deal with one problem, somebody was courageous enough to make their situation known. That's why I love the house of God, because you may have come in here with one agenda, but as soon as the Spirit of the Lord starts to move in a certain way, you start to relate to some of the things that God's doing. You didn't come in here for that. But now that you heard it, you got to put your hand in the air and say, Lord, that's me. Lord, that's me again. I'm coming. I hear you talking to me, Lord. Characteristic number 3. Characteristic number 3. It's got to be immediately discovered. We're talking about your faith. What do we say? Characteristics of faith, right? One of the characteristics of your faith is it has to be immediately discovered. Can I help you how that happens? This woman went to physicians. She went to doctors. She spent all of her life earnings. And when she did that, guess what her results were? She had the same issue when she lost all her money. And so at that point, when there was nothing else left to do, at that point, when there was nobody else that she could call, see, you got to sometimes get to the point of there's nothing else I can do, there's nowhere else I can go, there's nothing else I can have. I'm down to my last quarter, I'm down on my belly. When you get down there, saints, that's when you have to have faith, and it has to be immediate. You can't be wavering, you can't be doubting, you can't be wondering. You got to say that, Jesus, I know you can, and because I know who you are, I'm going to call on your name, and I expect immediate results. I mean, you better expect some immediate results when you call on the Lord. And it may not be immediate in the sense of situation changing, but faith increasing. Oh, Lord. Woo! Glory. You gotta believe it can be done. Listen, can I help you? Somebody say help me. I didn't hear you. Say help me. Listen, when you sit there and you go online, CVS, USS, PHS, PHS, all kinds of S's. Come on now. Don't act like y'all don't be shopping online. Y'all shop online. When you order something online and you give them your credit card, what's the first thing you hear? Mr. Burke, you have been approved. Immediately. They took that money out of my account for that merchandise. You hear me? They took it out. You may not think so, but it's off your card, honey. If you had $100 in there and you bought something for 70, you ain't got the 30 left. Let me tell you that right off the spot. All right? And so now when you're a little 30, you think you're happy, but this is what happens. For your merchandise, how many of us wait to see that UPS truck go by? FedEx. Huh? When it comes by, we like, huh? You know you do it. Everyone. If FedEx, UPS, and Jet Lab come out, you do every truck. Then your expectation level drops for the day. You start looking at the clock. They ain't coming at 7. Am I right to understand? But when you put faith in the blessings of God, honey, you ain't got to be looking out your window to see when it's coming. You ain't got to worry about no UPS truck coming. You ain't got to be sitting at the corner to see the mailman going to bring it to you. You got to have faith that God is on the way. It ain't here right now, but it's on the way. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting because it's on the way. I don't got to run or I ain't got to hide. I know it's coming. It's immediate. Your faith has to be immediate. Can't wait on it. Oh, I think, you know, if God comes through, then I think I'll bless him. And because I'm waiting, he's going to send me that man. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm touching on him. skin and walk like Denzel. See, when the enemy knows what you want, and he'll send you Denzel. Denzel had the green eyes. He'll have the light skin, and he'll be bowling it too. But what the enemy won't tell you is that Denzel's going to be slapping your teeth out every night. He's going to be taking your money all the time. He's going to be looking at other women winking and blinking. I don't want no gift like that. I'll wait on God. Because when God gives you something, He's going to give you a man that walks into the house of God straight. He ain't going to be bowling it. He ain't going to have green eyes. But one thing he will have, he'll have the blessings of God coming with him. He'll treat you like a lady. He'll open up the door for you. He'll bring out a chair. Secretly cherished, courageously shown, and immediately discovered. Characteristic number 4. I'm almost done. Y'all ready? It's got to be humbly confessed. The characteristics of your faith has to be humbly confessed. When Jesus said, "Who touched me?" He said, "Who touched me?" See, what he was saying when he said, "Who touched me?" is, I want to know who in the world got my attention like